acknowledges that indeed it is such a blow for him now that the Right Honorable Raila Odinga is no more, and especially for the broad-based government. Are we seeing a president who is firm enough, and has he taken over ODM in a way when he speaks of the fact that he's going to fight tooth and nail to make sure that ODM stays afloat?
I think we are witnessing a president who is in a very fragile place. His lifeline remains the broad-based government. The central pillar against which he is leaning is the ODM support, especially in parliament, having lost significant constituents that he rode on to power in 2022. He has had Raila Odinga as a beam that has been holding his government in place, and he needs to very quickly ensure that there is solidarity within ODM, without which he will find himself on the limb. Therefore, he begins even to contravene the Political Parties Act by tampering with the affairs of another party, seeming now to be the one who is going to speak for that party in the absence of a binding agreement that has been entered into by ODM and UDA. We were in this studio some time back when some of us were questioning the broad-based government because it's not just extra-legal, it is actually illegal. It is a contravention of the Constitution of Kenya, and it is a contravention at a lower level of the Political Parties Act. The Constitution envisages the possibility that two or more political parties could come together in a pre-election dispensation or in a post-election dispensation and agree that they are going to constitute a joint government. They may want to call it a broad-based government, such as they are doing, but they must clearly enunciate the principles that are bringing them together, and they must tell us what the objectives of that government is, the architecture and design, and what we as the public should expect out of it. And having done so, they should register and deposit that agreement with the office of the Registrar of Political Parties.
Okay.
Now, this is what Edwin Sifuna has been saying all along. And so when we talk about Odingaism, because one of these days we, in the scholarship space, Professor, must look into the notion of Odingaism, which is non-conformism, political non-conformism, that you don't just get onto the bandwagon and support things that Raila Baba said we should not leave this space. Odinga did not tell people that they should stop thinking. He did not tell people that they should not stop being rational. And that is why Edwin Sifuna is speaking out. He is still faithful to the path that Raila Odinga taught him about, and he finds himself in the college of alone-standing individuals in moments of irrationality. When everyone else loses their mind, they surrender the faculty of thought, the intellect, because they have seen transient material benefits.
Okay.
The alone-standing people, whether it is Socrates, whether it's Joan of Arc, whether it is Christopher Columbus, whether it is Jesus Christ, whether it is Dr. Stockman in Henrik Ibsen's The Man of the People, Thomas More, the alone-standing man is most of the time right. And the cries that I've been hearing from Kango Ka Jaramogi today echo, they resonate with the echo of crucify him, crucify him. And even outsiders like President William Ruto and Senator Cherargei now come to the forefront yelling, crucify him, crucify him.
Okay.
And Edwin Sifuna must derive courage and comfort from the knowledge that he is now on the path to greatness, and he must remain firm, because to get to the top of greatness, you must, as the gentleman who wrote, what is it called, Pilgrim's Progress, John Bunyan, indicates that it's a very difficult path.
Yeah, okay. Prof, on that very note, maybe to expound it further,